Good. Hi, everybody. So we're going to look at private networks between Go and JS-IPFS, and then I will do a S3 data store demo. So we're just going to go ahead and get this started. So what I have set up are first I'm going to run a public version of this, and then I will run the actual private version. And so this is going to be a JS and a Go node talking to each other. So first one's public. So this is no swarm keys. It'll take a second to boot up, and then they're going to run. So what we can see here at the beginning of the traffic, this is normal. We see our multi-stream protocol exchange at the top between the nodes, and then it goes into our SecIO encryption negotiation, and then everything's encrypted after that. So what we do with the private networks, which will run now, and I'll just go ahead and restart this. So with the private network, what we're doing is we are trying to leak as little public information as humanly possible or robotically possible. And so what we do is we exchange nonces at the very beginning. So you can see there's no multi-stream. You don't see that. You don't see the SecIO. Everything is encrypted after a 24-byte nonce exchange, which we see at the very beginning. Here's our length of 24 bytes. Both nodes are going to send that, and then everything's encrypted. I'm going to run the interop tests real quick. So what we have for the interop tests is we've got several Go nodes, several JS nodes, some with the same keys, some with different keys, some public, and we're trying to get them to make sure that stuff doesn't do what it's not supposed to do. This should run fairly quickly once all of the nodes boot up. So we see JS to JS with the same private network key. We see Go to JS with the same private network key. What they're doing is we put data into one of the nodes, and then we pull it out from the other one. So Go, we put data into Go, pull it out with JS, put data into JS, pull it out with Go. That's totally working. And when stuff isn't supposed to talk to each other, they don't talk to each other. Yay, they all passed. So Go already has private network support. JS, we should actually be live in maybe 31, but it's all functioning and working. So does anybody have any questions about that before I transfer into S3? Okay. So now moving into the S3 data store. So JS has S3 data store support now, and you can use it, and it's live. So there is an S3 data store repo. We're just going to run this. Right now, I just have a bucket running Jacob Heun Germany, and just a temp folder because, data permanence. So I'm just going to run this on full debug with time just to see. So what this is doing, you see an error here. That's not a real error. It's because it's initializing the repo. So this is going to take a little bit longer the first time that repo is initialized. And then I'm just uploading like 25 random kilobytes of data. Nothing super huge. But we go to S3 and we refresh. And we have it nested in a temp folder in our IPFS directory. And we see our blocks, our data store, all of our config and version. If I run this again, it took like 15 seconds to run the first time. That's including node boot. I'll just run it again. We do the upload. This is uploading and pulling it back and then verifying that I got the data that I put up there. So it's half the speed. So it's pretty quick. I did it to Oregon, and that was much, much slower. So I changed bucket regions. So that's it. Yes.
What is your favorite use case from S3?
So a lot of people want to back up information and put it on S3 rather than having it all locally. And so this is a great usage for that. So you can just stick it all up there. And you can split how you want it too. If you want your keys or your data store locally, you can specify where and what you want up there. And we also support custom locks now in JS Data Store, because that was one of the things we needed for S3 to work properly. So you can do that now.